Make money, make love. Yeah. Make money, make money, make love. Make money, make money, make love.
I just wanna
make money, make love.
Yeah.
Make money, make money, make love. Make money, make money, make love. Make money, make love. Make money, make love.
Look, can you believe that I have the audacity to say that I'm the best in my mental capacity?
Once again, this is Louis Allure Lounge, and we at the cafe today. I got my brother, main brother of the world, hooked me up with everything, moved me around when I had to move. Dr. Andrew Blaylock. How you say it? Why I always wrong?
First off, I don't know who Andrew is.
What you gonna go with?
I'm Andre.
Andre. I said it in English way. English.
No, you didn't. You just said the wrong name. It's not that. Dr. Andre Blaylock, everybody.
Dr. Andre Bullock.
Not no Bullock.
I always say Bullock, man. Why is it?
Dr. Andre.
Dr. Andre. I'm gonna do Dr. Andre because I always say Bullock. It sounds like a Polish name.
Well, actually, it's Scottish.
It's Scottish. Well, I was close. Polish, Scottish. Ain't they close to each other?
In the ish part.
Yeah, in the ish. See, I tried, man. I tried to get it right, man.
Yeah.
Every time I know he laugh at me like, "Yo, that's not my name." But
it's not.
close.
We need to get Marcus speech classes.
I do need speech classes though, for real, man.
So y'all good?
Yeah, we good. Nah, that's my brother, man. You know, he know I mess up with his name, but he know I love him. I'm just used to Dre.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what's up.
That's it. At the end of the day.
So let's just say Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
All right.
Yep, Dr. Dre. Not Dr. Dre and West Coast. Dr. Dre,
yeah.
the doctor.
East Coast. Yeah.
East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting today, man.
I think so.
We have some topics that we really want to talk about. I'm going to go on this first one. I've been really, a lot of y'all been asking, so we're going to talk about it. Because y'all keep asking me over and over and over and say, hey, why don't you get into this topic? Why don't you get in that topic? Let's be serious.
Okay.
Y'all be just calm. And, me and Lisa did something. It's like, y'all calm and everybody feel you. But let's get into some real interesting topics that people want to get into.
Okay.
And I told them also we're going to be doing live and we're going to be, you're going to be able to call in. It's a number. So y'all see after this, it's a number after this that you can call and ask us any other questions, and we'll start doing it live where you can call in while we doing this soon.
Sounds good to me.
So that's going to be good.
All right.
The first one was, women believe they should have a dream man, but are older or got kids. They're older or they got kids. So let's get on that first topic, okay? The issue has been that females, when they get older, when a woman gets older, if they got kids, it's hard to get that dream guy, period.
Right.
If they got kids, like there's no way that they can have that dream guy.
Right.
We can really get on that side. We can get on that side first, not the older side. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We could just get on the side with kids first.
Okay.
How do you feel about, women with kids that's not with their father and still believe they can have a dream guy after they already have kids by somebody else?
Well, the part of the question that gets me is a dream, right? When you're dreaming, you're not actively pursuing anything.
That's right.
You're not actively being anything. You're not actively doing anything, right? So you can dream anything that you want to.
Mm-hmm.
It's that when you wake up, what are you going to do with the dream source, right? So I think that, Marcus, a lot of times dreaming for a perfect type of guy has everything to do with the type.
Okay.
Right? And based upon that question, by a certain age, you have kids and everything. Well, most of us, by the time you're in your 20s, you probably got married, you probably have kids. Mm-hmm. By the time you hit 30s, you're doing whatever. But by the time you hit like 40 or 50, you have kids and your expectations haven't changed.
That's right. That's right.
When you're single, you don't have any kids and you want this dream guy and you're younger, sky's the limit. Mm-hmm. But once you get older, and your situation or circumstances have changed, but your mentality hasn't. That's where the problem is.
Okay.
That's where the problem is, in my humble opinion.
Okay. I feel like when you have kids, on the female side, when you have kids, I just feel like if you're not with that father, I feel like the father, that is the dream. That is the dream guy, dream man. You know what I mean? I don't think that it can change at that time. Through a virginity, I feel like that's a dream woman for a dream man. That's a dream man can have a dream. I mean, a dream woman to a man is a woman that's a virgin.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For a woman, I feel like a dream guy, he would have to be a virgin.
Right.
He would have to not have no kids. And he would have to have a good job making over 6 figures where she don't have to work.
Right.
And I just don't see that that's even possible, even if you have kids or if you don't have kids.
Right. Yeah. I mean, society has changed so much, but our types hasn't.
Right.
You ask someone in their 50s about their dating experience, and they'll tell you, well, this guy tried to talk to me, but he's just not my type.
Right.
But your type hasn't changed since you've been in your 20s, 30s, and 40s.
Right. Right.
So you're trying to catch new fish with old bait.
Right. Right.
It's like, okay, well, you don't qualify for your type
Right.
anymore because he hasn't changed. He has to be 6 feet tall, has to be in shape,
Right.
has to be fine, have to make all this money. It's like, well, those men typically go for younger chicks.
Yeah. Yeah. They
You know, so when it comes to what you just said about maybe when she has kids, that the perfect or ideal person would be, or the dream guy would be the father. Maybe for the kids.
Yeah.
But sometimes babies are a consequence of our promiscuity. It's not like everybody who has kids planned on having them together. They're a consequence of getting busy. But you necessarily don't want to be long-term with the person because maybe you found out after you had the kids that we really don't have as much in common as we thought we did. And the only thing that we share in common right now are these children. And we got to do the best we can to try to support and raise them. But even when it comes to parents of your children, they might not be ideal. They might not be dream.
Well, it's like, why did we make them the dream? Like when we was having sex and had kids, do you think that it was a dream at that time, or do you think it was just something you wanted to do and somebody got pregnant?
The latter. I think it's a chemical process that goes in your mind. Like, look, sex is not going to happen without mutual attraction. Right. Attraction doesn't even have to be physical. It could be mentally stimulating, right? So if I'm mentally stimulated by you and maybe physically attracted to you, sex can happen as a result because sex feels good and is natural. And a lot of times when those chemicals are flowing through your body, you're not being rational. Human beings have the potential to be rational and logical, but we're emotional. And sex is how you feel about it.
Okay.
Sex is how you feel about it, one way or the other.
But this dream thing, these dream guy or dream woman, older guys get younger females and say it's the dream, but it's not a dream because they don't know nothing. It feels good physically, but mentally and spiritually, most of the time, it's not the dream girl for the guy because it's the only dream you get is she's young, it feels good, she looks young, if she don't have no kids and you happy with that, but it turns out into a disaster.
Yeah. I think there's a difference between dream and fantasy though.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm an older guy and I can get a younger girl, what is that going to say to my boys about me and my prowess? Right. If I'm an old man and I bring a young chick around, Drake still got it. Drake still got it. If I'm a young man and I bring an older woman around, right, bro, you got that talk game to get her. Yeah. Right? Either way, it's a status symbol. Yeah. But I think that it's like, okay, it doesn't have anything to do with dream as much as it is perception and function. Because let's be honest, after 50, 55 as a man, when you look across the table at your woman and she's your age or older, unless that's something you pursued most of your life, the older woman is going to remind you of your mortality because women outlive men. So a younger woman could help me feel younger. She can help me feel more vibrant. I'm not saying that women over 50 cannot, because there's some vibrant women over 50, right? But I'm just saying, typically speaking, if you get a guy over 50, he's not going to be in shape. He's not going to be but so fine. He's just not. I mean, the man of your imagination, your dream man might be.
So you think it's the Instagram? I don't know. Go ahead. I cut it.
Okay. So I just think that beyond a certain age, we just need to reassess our priorities and reality. Like, if most of your dating experience right now is not with your dream partner, and you find them hard to find, you might need to recalibrate what you qualify for.
That's true. That's true. I get that. I get that. It's just the dream thing that's going on. It's so much I'm hearing dream, and I think it's Instagram. I think it's TikTok. I think it's Facebook. It seems like a lot of people believe that they still should have a dream, person on both sides.
Right.
But I hear it a lot on the women's side, like, oh, I know I got 3 kids, and I might be out of shape, but I deserve the best. Right. I deserve a dream guy because of what I've been through. So now it's time for me to get my dream guy. When it seems like to me, there's no gouger. That's a dream guy to say, yes, I'm coming for you, baby. You are my beautiful princess. I'm gonna swoop you up through all the stuff you've been through. And there's not no one guy out here that wants to do that.
Not the ones that they want.
Not the ones that they want.
There's somebody out there willing to do it. They're just not attracted to that dude. They're not attracted to the little short, fat man with buck teeth and big ears.
That will do it.
Yeah,
you right.
Because it's like you want him to be fine and do all that stuff. It's like this, man. It's like you don't get what you want or you deserve. You get what you negotiate
with.
And again, I say this over and over again. Y'all might get mad at me, but you got to understand the truth of the reality.
Mm-hmm.
In the dating world or realm, women control access to sex and sexual expression.
Right.
If I'm heterosexual and I want some coochie, a woman has to offer me the coochie.
Right. You're right.
But men control access to the realm of romantic relationship and marriage.
That's true.
Part of the dream that a lot of women are deceived by is, I'm picky, I'm choosy, I want this. I'm like, you don't get to choose that.
You can't.
It's like, what's coming at you? You either reject or you accept a holler of the man that's coming for you.
That's right.
And it's like, but the reason I say we control that, Marcus, is most women are not going to introduce themselves.
That's right.
Wine and dine.
Right.
And then get down on their knee and profess marriage or propose to a man. They're not going to do it. That means we control all of that.
Yeah.
So a large portion of this dream man or dream woman in your mind, that's your imagination. That has nothing to do with your reality.
So what do you think about, since we're on that, what do you think about older women that get BBLs done thinking they're going to get their dream guy because they try to make themselves look like the younger girls by getting stomach done, butt done, chest done? Do you think they'll be able to get their dream guy by doing that? Even they had kids and the kids is grown. Do you think that they will have a dream guy by doing all that with the BBLs and the stomach and tummy tucks and everything? What do you think about that?
How grown is our audience?
Right.
How grown? I'm just asking. You got a pretty grown audience?
Well, I mean, for a female, I feel like older guys and younger guys with BBL, some want that.
And I'm talking to people that we're talking to right now. Do we have a grown and sexy crowd for the most part?
Basically grown and sexy.
Well, getting all that work done is going to introduce you to the possibility of more dick.
Yeah.
Because you're presenting physicality.
Right.
And when you get that work done, you're going to want to showcase it.
That's true.
So you're going to show booty, you're going to show the small waist, you're going to show the big butt that you paid for because you're proud of it, which is going to activate this man's sexual desire towards you. But the potential to get more dick does not mean that you're going to be his dream girl. It's like this.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see exactly.
They think the dream guy in that, it seems like a dream guy with money. Are you looking for? Or like, what are you looking for?
But they can get it. Check this out. If you and I are going to go to, I don't know, I haven't been to these Bike Week.
Yeah, like
whatever,
Bike Week or something.
CIAA weekend or whatever. You and I might rent a Rolls Royce. right?
Yep.
Because when we show up,
Yep.
it's going to be flashy. It's going to attract a lot of women. It's going to get us what we want.
Mm-hmm.
But after CIAA weekend is over, we're going to turn that bad boy in because it's rented.
Yeah.
It's a play toy.
Yep.
It's something to show off. Sometimes these women with these big butts and breasts, it's something to show off.
It's just a toy to me.
It's a toy, but the guy that you want, your dream guy, is looking at you like you're a toy.
Right.
You're something to play with. He ain't trying to upkeep that long term. It's like, why would I want to do that?
Right. Right.
It's like I use it for the weekend,
Mm-hmm.
a month or two, because the dream guy, ladies, the dream guys that you want, Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome, 6 feet tall, which is ridiculous because most men in the world are not 6 feet tall.
Right.
Good looking, most of us are funny looking, maybe present company included. I don't know because it's all subjective. And these 6-figure guys that y'all looking at, where are they?
Right.
It's like 80. Y'all are not
That's true.
attracted to 80% of the men that you meet, either online or in person.
That's true.
They're not.
That's true.
So you got 80% of the women
Mm-hmm.
attracted to 20% of the men.
And most of them married already.
Yes, and you don't think tall, dark, and handsome knows that he's tall, dark, and handsome?
Right. He know.
And I often said that a man is as faithful as his options.
Mm-hmm.
It boils down to character sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't get the man that you want, the handsome man, the uber desirable man from. And part of your dream, man, you're going to get Rick Fox or whoever they think is fine.
Yeah.
But you expect Rick Fox to worship the ground that you walk on.
And that's basically mostly not the case.
It's not. Shabba Ranks ain't going to worship the ground that you walk on if you piss him off to a certain level.
Right.
But Rick Fox,
Right.
Dwayne Johnson, whoever y'all figure is fine, you expect, you got to perform at a, I don't want to say maximum level,
Mm-hmm.
but the dream guys that they want, you got to be performing
That's right.
because there's so much coming at those men.
That's true. I mean, you're right. You on that 100%, man. That's just how I look at it. You know, I've been telling a lot of people that also. I was like, it just seems like people have a lot of fantasies in their brain that's not going to happen.
And the thing about it, you got to ask yourself, if fine, and I know it's subjective,
Mm-hmm.
but if fine is your reality for most of your existence, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to look at it like, I'm comfortable with it. I know it comes with it. But if it has not been,
Yeah.
if you're trying to perform because this girl or this guy is so fine and you feel lucky, man, if I could just get her, I'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
You probably want to leave that alone
Right. Right.
because it'll tear your nerves up. Because you don't qualify for that. And I know that sounds funny to some people.
No,
like,
but it's
how
true.
can you say qualify? It's like, look.
Qualify to me is just like being a virgin. If you ain't a virgin, you ain't qualified.
Right.
That's just me. I feel like as soon as you cross that line, you ain't a virgin no more, you have kids, I feel like you're not that dream and you're not that fantasy.
I got you. I mean, I feel you. And it's like, and if you're not used to attractive, if you're not used to that, if that type of man or woman has not been a staple in your life long term, once you get it, you're not going to know how to maintain it or keep it.
That's true.
You're just not.
True.
You're not.
Right.
Ladies, if you never dated a Rick Fox, but you get a Rick Fox, the things that come along with Rick Fox is so outside of your scope. You got to be extremely self-aware. You have to be extremely self-confident because women are coming after your Rick Fox, and Rick Fox ain't looking. Rick Fox ain't looking. It's just coming. And you're like, well, if he loved me enough, he should. No, that's part of it. But you get a Rick Fox, your game better be strong. You better be, and vice versa. You get a Beyonce, brother.
Yeah. You got to get it strong, man. They got to be on point.
You got to know because everything that you think you want, you might not need.
Might not need at the end of the day, man. Number 2, I think we got on this though, but we're gonna get. We're gonna talk about this a little bit more. Men that got kids but still believe they can get the younger woman and it'd be no problems.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the older men feeling that getting a younger woman will solve all their problems?
It solves some of them, but nobody's going to solve all of them.
I know.
It'd make it easy to come home and look at.
It'd
It'd be easy. I mean, it's just, men are visual. I'm not gonna say first, but that matters to us.
Yeah.
It matters to us.
Yeah.
And then past a certain age, peace. Now,
I don't feel like you're gonna get peace with a younger woman.
well, it depends on her mentality and
Well,
maturity
from a
level.
different country, not America. I don't believe in that.
Well, if you
I don't think you can get a woman. I don't think you can get a younger woman in America that's gonna give you peace. Being an older man.
I tend to agree, but again, I stand on it depends on her maturity level because
I don't think they have maturity level.
Well, I think they do. I think
Under
that,
30, nah.
well, I mean,
Them
under 30
is TikTok, Instagram fantasies right there.
I mean, I got you, but let's just say the ones that are purposeful, the ones that
Where
made
they
up
at?
in their mind, they're there,
Where?
but they're available to the men who again qualify for them.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to attract you.
Right.
You're going to attract into your orbit what you deserve, what you're putting out. Now you may want this, but if you're not around that and you're not attracting that, you might have to become someone else to get what it is that you want. So there are young women who, let's just say they want to be doctors. Let's say they want to be whatever it is they say they want to be. They've made up their mind. Their path is going to be different because they have direction. They've said, this is what I want to be. And they're not going to be sidetracked by a lot of foolishness.
But I feel like this younger females that's going up to 30 that is doctors, going to be a doctor, a lawyer. I feel like they either already have the path put in motion with that husband that's probably in the same profession, or they already in their mind have somebody in mind.
Right.
I don't think that an older man that maybe had kids, maybe been married before, I don't think that they'll find that younger woman in their path. I think only woman they will find is Instagram, OnlyFans, TikTok females, strip club. I feel like that's the only options. The options that you were saying, I feel like you're not going to get that for the older guy.
Okay, well,
I don't think they're gonna focus that in that area.
Well, let's look at it like this. It's about perceived value. If you're an older man and the perception is you're successful, doors wide open for you, bro. Because you're going to fall into that 20%.
Yeah.
Look at the Silver Fox Club. Those older men.
Yeah, they all,
Older men are
silver
in
like
vogue.
down here. No.
Older men are in vogue. But look at those men. They're not looking like all hunched over and stuff. They're fashionable.
That's true.
They're successful. They're desirable. And that 55, 60, women in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s want those men.
Yeah.
They want those men like a 55-year-old. I do have women in there from 20s to 70s trying to, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Well, that's true.
It's like if I was really out there looking and all that stuff, it's like, what the hell? Like, I got generations.
Right.
It's not the same for women.
Yeah, well, I mean, but we still talking about the man, his mental dealing with him.
Well, again, if he's expecting, if his dream girl is a younger woman, and he has these young kids around the house, probably not.
It's not going to happen.
That's
now, if the kids are grown, do you still feel like a younger female want to deal with a guy that his kids is the same age as her?
If she's successful, because a lot of these women, it's a pay to play after a certain age. If I have money, if I have success, if I can offer a younger woman access, I'm desirable because I can further her goals or her ambitions.
Okay.
Now my kids won't factor into it because she ain't dating my kids.
Right.
She ain't even got to be around them now. The mentality, well, your kids the same as age. Well, the same age, but you ain't got to deal with them. They ain't got to deal with you.
Yeah.
Now, if you're talking about regular dudes, they're going to have a harder time. But the men that you're talking about, if you have that degree of success or the illusion or whatever of success, the doors are open to you. It's hard to have that kind of conversation because you're talking about regular dudes or you're talking about desirable dudes. Are you talking about the 80% that women don't want or the 20% that they do?
I feel like guys, period, in the 80s or 20%, I feel like you got to go outside of the country to really get a good, successful, peaceful younger woman.
Right. Well, all that is based upon how you date.
Yeah.
It is. If you're going to present yourself a certain way, man, I mean, you can figure all that out.
I feel like the ones you want, though, is already if a guy is 50 and he runs into a 25-year-old with peace, I feel like she's already married. You're not going to find that 25-year-old that ain't married. I mean, okay, that's a 3% that you're going to get that lucky.
Right. Well, you're outside of the scope of statistics now, because basically men marry women who are 7 to 12 years younger than them, 10 being the magic number. If you're 50 and you're trying to date someone half your age, that's absolutely a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because that's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, I get it, but how long does it last? If it's a pay-to-play situation,
not long.
If she's younger and she's dealing with a man that's that age, and he's in the 20%.
That's insurance policy.
But they both know what they're doing. It's not going to last long, because if I have money, I'm used to nice things. I like this wine. I drink it after a little while. If I can get you 25-year-old, I can get another 25-year-old.
That's right.
So it's like, it's we always think like there's this meme going around on social media. This old man, he's sitting on the couch with a dog, eating ramen noodles, look like watching TV. And every time I've seen this post, it was by a woman. And she said, see, this is what's going to happen when y'all get old. If you don't figure out what you want, you're going to be alone. And I'm like,
I'm
like, first off, why do you think men are sitting around tripping like, oh, I'm going to be alone.
No.
I got to find somebody. No, we're not.
Men by themselves, they seem like we go on vacation. We go to places. We do a lot of things that I think a lot of females wouldn't think we would do.
Yeah, but think about it.
We get out and have fun.
Yeah, but in the meme, he could have just seen he looked old, like the woman he was dating could have been Gertrude or Hattie. So he could have sent Gertrude or Hattie home. He had a nice weekend, had sex. Now he's sitting and watching TV, eating noodles with his dog. And he's good because he's peaceful.
Yeah, that could be peace to him.
That could be peace to him. So I think the idea, okay, well, if I'm older and younger women, I think that first off, we need to realize, like, okay, can you be happy and peaceful alone?
Right.
If you can't, that's kind of like codependency. Yeah. And you're going to need somebody to fill up a hole in your life. And when they don't do it, you're going to get non-peaceful.
Non-peaceful.
Because you should be doing this for me. Right. So I don't think, like, to get back to the question, older men with kids expecting a younger woman to come through and be cool with it. Right. Depends on what level that you're trying to deal with. Long term, I don't think so.
Don't see it's gonna happen.
She ain't gonna try to be the mother to your
other kids, especially if they her age or
she can't. But she can't.
She can't because they're not gonna listen anyway.
They're not.
You be my friend and more of my mother.
That's exactly. But that's what it is.
That's true.
That's what it is.
That's true. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, brother. That's the crazy part about it, man. This is like them percentages that they go with. It's like, it's hard. When you got kids and you older and you want somebody younger, think it's gonna prove the problems is just, to me, it's just like it's not gonna happen, man. But I mean, just like you said, it's possibilities. But for me, I just feel like it's always a disaster coming, trying to do that.
If you're not conscious of what you really have and the potential.
I understand.
And the potential for what might go sideways.
Right. Oh man, so that was good, bro. For real. We're gonna end this off. Just like I said before, my brother, Dr. Andrew Blaylock. I think it's Blaylock. See, I thought it was Polish or Switzerland or something, or I don't know.
I said it was Irish.
Irish, that's it, Irish.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre. I'm calling him Dr. Dre from now on because, if I keep going back and forth. But the good thing about it is you get a job anywhere. They won't know who you are.
Marcus. You're ridiculous.
Hey, man, I'm just being 100 with you, man. How can they get in contact with you, Dr. Dre?
You can go to AndreBlaylock.com, or if you want to email me, it's Andre, and I spell Andre, Andre, at AndreBlaylock.com, and I spell my last name Blaylock, Blaylock. Andre at AndreBlaylock.com. Is that difficult?
Blaylock.com. Man, this is Lewis Allure Lounge, man. I got Dr. Andrew Blaylock with a lock and a key. And he locked people down with the lock, Blaylock, Blay, B-L-A, Blay, like black with a K off of it.
Yeah, even if you get Blaylock, you still call me Andrew.
Andrew.
It's Andre.
Andre. And Andre, not Andre.
Let's just end here.
That's gonna be the end, man. It's good seeing you, brother, man.
You too, brother.
I'll let you later, man.
All right, peace.
Lewis Allure Lounge, man. I'll let y'all later. Peace.